Okay, this is a part 2 of my video on how to make a panel for your stereo in your car, so your wires aren't exposed or anything like that. So we're going to cover this all in, make it nice and clean. So what I'm going to do right here is put my template down. I actually bought some it's called hardboard or fiberboard. It's about $10 a sheet, and something like pegboard. It's kind of easy to score, and it's a little flimsy, so it's easier to work with. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just got my template on here, and I'm just going to trace out the patterns. And that's what it looks like. If you can barely see it, it's so light. And so that's the whole back panel. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna score it right here so it doesn't go all the way through. I'm gonna bend that in half, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a little bit. Okay, so what I have here, I got my template getting all ready to cut. I just need a circular saw and a jigsaw. I'm gonna make my straight cuts with the circular saw, and then obviously my round ones will use the jigsaw. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, and I'll show you the end result. Okay, so this is what I have so far. That's with the straight cut. Doesn't take that long, so now I'm just going to take my jigsaw, kind of router out the sides right here. Okay, that's one cut out. Now for the other side. Okay, side 2 is done. Next thing you gotta do is just cut out the space for the amp. Okay. So that's all done. So my next step is gonna have to be folding these sides right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and score it on the back here. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, 9 times out of 10, a lot of these templates, this piece right here is so flimsy because it's hanging by itself, so you can see it's starting to bend. So what I'm going to do is just cut another piece. I'm going to glue it on the back of this here. As you can see, that way it makes it a little bit thicker, and it'll harden it up, make it a little bit stronger. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, so what I did was cut out another piece. I laid in here. Once that's glued on there, as you can see, it really won't bend or flex. Matter of fact, I probably cut one more and put it on top of it so really reinforce it. Okay, so now I got 2 pieces. So what I'm just going to do is spray glue this on here and let it dry. I'm going to go ahead and score this here. That way this is going to be my back, this is going to be my top, so this will actually bend over. And that's about it for right now. Okay, so I glued my first piece on with some spray glue. Just kind of smashing that down. And I'm going to stick on one more piece to reinforce this thing. Okay, what you want to do, you want to wait about 30 seconds after you spray the glue on, so that the glue becomes nice and tacky, nice and sticky. So you can see what that does, it reinforces it, so now it's not flimsy anymore. It's nice and sturdy. So I mean, if you think your hardboard, fiberboard is too flimsy, some of it is, you can actually double layered it up because it doesn't come any thicker than 5/8, believe it is. See how thin that is. So next step is to score it and put it in the car. Okay, as you can see, I scored it. All I had to do now is just kind of flip this up. This is going to go in. It looks something like so. This is going to be the top piece, and there's the back piece. Let's go see if this fits. Okay, out with the old template, and in with the new. Alright, there we go. So fits nice and snug. You can't see any of the wires. Just gotta make a couple more trim cuts, maybe right here. But that's what it's gonna look like. Stay tuned for the next video on how I actually cover this in. Probably gonna cover it in this gray material here, so it looks factory with the rest of the trunk. So stay tuned for the next video. Thanks.